This is TV3 KARD Television, Wichita, Kansas.
Well, hello there. Here's Sarge. Hi, Sarge. I don't think he likes the smell of what I've got on my face. It's menthol, by the way. I'll tell you in a second. Hey, Sarge. Want me to put you down? Well, say hello to the nice people, Sarge. Say hello to the nice people. Okay. Anyway, I've already prepped my face with some of this. It is the cube from PAA. It's the Ice Cube, the menthol, and it's on the nice clear Ice Cube Dock that is so handy there. And let me sit that down. My razor is going to be this relatively new razor from PAA, celebrating their 10th anniversary, I believe it is. It's called the Artifact. It's a three-piece, mostly Bakelite with a metal cap. And it's open comb, by the way, very nice. I've used it a couple of times before. In there, on its first use, will be a sharp blade, although the razor does come with some of the PAA blades. And let's see here, my soap is going to be this PAA Harvest Moon soap right there. That's very nice. And I've already lathered my brush, which is the Simpson Trafalgar T-3 with the Sovereign synthetic knot. Very nice. I'm going to, I'm just going to go ahead and just start trying to get a lather here, although I might run a little hot water just to dip the tippy tip of this into. And that's good right there. Let me just dip the tippy tip. And yeah. Oh, this is, wow, a very, very nice smelling soap. Not that PAA scents or anything to sneeze at, but this is really, I smelled it out of the tub, but applying it to my face, it smells even better. Scent strength of about a 5 out of 10 right now, and really, it's such an enjoyable scent. Now, Sarge is clawing at the door. He wants out. Excuse me. There he goes. Let me drain the basin here, wet the razor, and I'll get started. By the way, I hope you're all having a good week out there. Here we go, pass number 1 with the grain. I had pretty good luck with this razor before. For an open comb razor, I find this one to be probably my most comfortable open comb razor to use. And that is saying that it's even more comfortable than their, than the PAA open comb, the Bakelite Twist. And some of the similar razors, I only have the Bakelite Twist. I don't have the more colorful kind of versions of that may or may not be Bakelite. But yeah, this is just very, very comfortable to use for an open comb razor. You want to try your first open comb razor? My advice to you, my friendly personal advice, is try this. Let's go over here. And I'll show you the presentation in a little bit. How the razor comes to you when you receive it. It's very nice presentation. Yeah. I was kind of getting lather all over there. I had to take some out of or shake some out of the razor, but I'm going to rinse now. I'll be right back. What I meant to say was I was going to rinse the razor, and so I did. Good lather and good protection on this soap. It's the CK6 formula that is still relatively new. It's from a couple of years ago or more, but it's an improvement upon an already good soap base that PAA had there. And I'm quite enjoying this. The scent alone is kind of worth the price of admission. Okay, I'm gonna rinse the razor again. Yes, sir. We want a nice, slick and protective lather, and using this, using this particular razor makes it even more of a joy. And I'm not usually a PAA fanboy, or a fanboy for anyone, with rare exceptions perhaps, but every once in a while, Doug and Fran over there at PAA, they really outdo themselves, in my opinion, my not so humble opinion. And although he's a busy man, and I doubt that he even remembers this, I've mentioned this on other videos, but one time somebody was just trolling me. I don't know if it was just for the sake of trolling me or the person just flat out didn't like what he saw. But yeah, Doug kind of stepped in and wisely advised me not to give that person another minute of my time, because that person had been trolling him too for probably no good reason. I don't know why somebody trolls somebody like that, but I'll be right back, and then we'll go across the grain. Okay, let's go across the grain now. Very nice so far. Oh yeah. So comfortable, so nice, such a nice scent. What's not to like? And saw some butterflies on my milkweed that I planted earlier this year. And now the resurrection lilies, also called surprise lilies or naked ladies, because they emerge after their bladed leaves die. Those are emerging and blooming, and it's funny how the different names for them kind of go from the sacred to the profane, in a way. And I've been wondering, although I guess I'm too lazy to actually ask Google or look it up, but I wonder if those kind of lilies are also called pink ladies. I don't know about that. I'll have to look it up. I know that sometimes they are mistakenly called lady slippers, but that's not what they are. A lady slipper is a type of orchid. Excuse me. Wanted to show you, I don't know if you can get a good look at that, but that base plate, no two of those are supposed to be the same. Those are all kind of swirled with some sort of amber or yellow and white, different bits of color there. That's kind of nice to know. The handle is pretty much straight brown or tan. Yeah, very nice. Excuse me, very nice. The resurrection lilies, if you prefer, those were already there before I started my garden. So I just sort of planted around them, or rather to either side of them. Excuse me. And here we go. The first year I had my little garden, my little flower beds. The resurrection lilies, after the leaves died, the flowers never popped up, so I've been making sure to keep them watered, because that first year was very dry and there wasn't a whole lot of rain. And since I very rarely, or rather rarely, watered those things at that time, I think they just didn't get enough water, and that's why they never came up. I don't think that I accidentally stomped on any of them. But now I've got them all kind of marked off with some blocks, some decorative concrete blocks. And this way they're also less likely to get weed whacked by the mowers or just run over with the riding mowers they have. Hey, I'll be right back and then we'll go against the grain. Now there was one other resurrection lily that started popping up off by itself over by the peonies that were also already there before I planted anything. And that one started to pop up, but I think the tip of it got weed whacked. And I wasn't expecting it necessarily to pop up. It never has before, but I had, there was a bulb or a root or whatever that was growing someplace that I didn't really want it, behind some bushes. And so I had transferred that there. And I think every year it gets weed whacked or whatever, so I'm going to transfer it to another place, hopefully this fall, God willing, and the rivers don't rise. Let me rinse the razor. And this video may be way early because, well, I skipped last week. I was just too exhausted, and maybe I can make up for that. I got this nice razor, what was it, last week or the week before? I can't quite remember. And then I'm fairly certain I got this nice soap last week. Go over here now. But this is my first time using the soap. It's my third time, I believe, using this razor. And I have more shaving stories, but those may, they may ripen on the shelf. I was thinking of kind of an interesting little shaving mistake I made the other day, but I'll tell you later if I remember. Excuse me. Okay, I do have a little weeper up there. I often get a little weeper right about there. And I might be shaving, I might be a little too aggressive. I might be pushing a little hard. Not necessarily with this razor and these blades. Because these sharp blades are pretty sharp. They're not as sharp as a feather blade, but I find them to be sharp. Of course, your mileage may vary. There might be some people that would think these blades are dull. I don't know. People have different experiences, sometimes wildly different experiences. Two different people using the same blade or soap or razor or whatever. But unless your experience is one of those outliers, I think you would very much like most of the stuff I'm using in today's shave. And it's almost, not quite, but almost 2 days worth of growth on me today. Okay, that's it for that pass. I'll be right back for pickups. Well, we've got Sarge back here, and it's pickup time, everybody. Yay, pickup time, Sarge. Look over there, you see up there, you see the magic clock up there? Is it there? Is it there, Kitty? I don't think he's too interested, but there's Sarge again. Oh, come on, Sarge, don't be standoffish. Say hello to the nice people. Yeah. All right, well, Sarge, I'll let you back out. I know you don't like being trapped in here. And here we go, pickup time. And I got some weepers. Oh well. There's another one. I'm pretty sure some cold water will take care of that when I rinse. Thanks again to Randy Wright, who a couple of years ago sent me a little care package and sent me a bunch of these sharp blades. I think maybe they didn't work well for him. He didn't care for them. And I did give, I think, one or two. I know it sounds bad, but I like the blades, but I was getting someone into this hobby and I gave them one or two sleeves of those things, and I'm keeping at least one. I may have another, I'm not sure. At least one sleeve of those, which conceivably could last me the rest of my life, unless medical technology really takes off soon. Let me rinse the razor here. I just want to very quickly kind of touch up the touch-ups here. Let's see. Test this little trouble spot over here. It's not too bad. Really nice. I don't know that this is going to be a perfect shave because, well, I feel like I could stand here and gild the lily for a long time, and maybe I shouldn't do that. It's probably boring and off-putting to a lot of people. But such an interesting hobby that I know I tend to overshave. I think Paul H. has said that occasionally he will overshave too, for the same reasons. He just loves the shaves and hates to see them end. And I like to think he might be a little bit like me and be chasing BBS too. Baby bottom smooth, that is. Let's see. Sometimes I try to shave until I hear no more audio feedback, and there may be none picking up on camera, but sometimes I will hear it. No, maybe no one else would know, but I know. But anyway. Let's see what we're looking at here. I'm at least at a darn fine shave, and you know what? I irritate myself when I overdo it. So it's at least a DFS and probably bordering on a BBS. In fact, I just found something else there. Just little things, not necessarily anything too big. Although the way I keep shaving over and over things, you'd think, I don't know what you would think. But anyway, I'll be right back. I'm going to dry off here using the, it's the HC&C Royal Scott towel, which is very nice. Just something a little bit different. Each side of this towel has a different degree of plushness, I guess. I'm switching over. This is like the threads are spaced farther apart, and on this side they're kind of closer together. I'll go towards the farther apart side. Although I think I prefer the other side of the towel. That's kind of why I dried off first with it. And let me finish here. It feels really nice. So if you get a chance to get one of these Royal Scott towels, they're great for drying your face after you've shaved, excuse me. I'll put that up on the rack there where it goes, and I'll begin a brief recap, and I'll put the finishing touches on the shave. Well, I prep my face with the PAA, it's the menthol, the Ice Cube Dock, or Ice Cube soap, actually, Ice Cube, and it's sitting on the Ice Cube Dock soap dish, which is perfect for this pre-shave soap, and that's from PAA, Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. Okay, and let's see, my razor, let me get that out here. My razor has been this three-piece, mostly Bakelite razor with a metal cap. It's the PAA, it's the Artifact razor, open comb, and it's celebrating their 10th anniversary. Let me disappear for a minute because I'm going to come back with the packaging for that. I almost forgot to show you this, but I wanted to show it to you so that you get a better idea. The packaging comes in this, that's hollow, but it comes in that, and you slide this out. Let me set this aside. And you have this very nice, it's a zippered case for it, and in there there's some papers and things like that, but you lift that up, and there's like a little string here that helps you pop out the razor once you popped it in there. You can see where it goes, and then there's some of their, their Phoenix shaving blades. I forget what these are called. Hold on, let me see. The Platinum Strangelet blades is what they're called here. This isn't what I used today, but I'm sure I'll use those in the future. So the three of those come with that, and there you go. And then that goes down like that. It zips shut. I'm not going to zip it right now because the razor's going back in there. Whoa! And I have a little trouble getting this back in there, but there it goes. Sorry. And then that goes in that nice little package. So that comes to you like that. Now, in my razor, I had a Shark blade, Platinum blade on its first use, is what we had today. And my soap has been this PAA Harvest Moon shaving soap with the CK6 formula. And I used the Simpson Trafalgar T-3 model synthetic brush with the Sovereign synthetic knot, as it's called. Very nice and perfect for large tubs of soap like this. Okay, now moving on, I think I've covered everything, so I'm going to apply some of the Thayers Lavender Witch Hazel Facial Toner. No alcohol in this. Set that aside and get that going here. No time's a wasting. Lovely, very light lavender scent. There you go. That's the Thayers Lavender Witch Hazel Facial Toner. Okay. And then reaching over here, I have, thankfully, I have the matching Harvest Moon aftershave cologne from the, also from PAA, which matches the soap. So we'll put some of that on. How am I doing on time? Doing okay. At least I don't like these shaves to go over half an hour. And once I edit this video, it should be fine. Okay, I'll get this going in my hands. I'll put a little bit on my wrists. And see, up behind the ears, on the temples, back of the neck a little bit. A little bit of sting there because there's some, there is some alcohol in this, but I'm going to get a little bit more here. There's a really good restrictor on this bottle, almost to a fault, which is good. That means you won't spill any of this stuff. Or if you did spill it, it wouldn't be much that you would lose. So let me put the cap back on these. Somebody told me that they use Bakelite caps on their bottles. I don't know if that's true or not, but there it is. It's the matching aftershave, the PAA Harvest Moon aftershave. One more thing, and then I'll get out of your hair here. It's the PAA Star Jelly aftershave. Oh, I call it a balm, but that may not be what they call it. And oh boy, my eyes are bad. Scentless and lightly menthol. Yeah, there's a little bit of menthol in this. But overall, it's scentless. I feel like sometimes I smell a little bit of something good in there, but anyway, whatever. Don't need a whole lot of this. I might have overdone it a little bit. Just one little dab will do you. Yeah. So nice. Well, I guess I'm done primping and preening myself. Very nice products, all of them, mostly from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, but there's a couple of other good things in there too. And hopefully I'll see you next week or next time, soon anyway. Peace out, and from myself, Sarge the Cat, and Mr. Towel, who was not used today. I used the Royal Scot instead. Have a great week, or great weekend, as the case may be.